Oh. Hello there. I'm Stuart Anderson. I still haven't mastered this technology yet. Welcome to the Ultimate Showdown Wind-Up Toy Olympics. I'm exceptionally excited because there's been no sport in months, and so I thought I'd create my own sport, my own Olympics. Obviously, the Olympics are due to happen and it isn't going to happen. I thought this would be the biggest sporting event of at least the week. But then football came back yesterday, and the Premier League trying to gazump us. So unfortunately, they sort of stolen our thunder there a little bit. But hopefully this will be as good as anyone would have expected it to be. So I'm just going to do some explanation of literally what's going on, because you might not know. So I run a thing called the Ultimate Showdown, and we do things where we have matches of people or animals or whatever in a category, and they match off one against one until there's only one left, and that is crowned the Ultimate Showdown of winner of a thing. So at the moment we've got the Ultimate Showdown of medical staff going on, and that's literally just started. But I think Facebook's gone a bit weird, and it might not be popping up in your feed, so you might have to click through to vote and all that stuff. So yeah, it's all done by people voting. So if you don't vote, whoever the biggest nerd is will probably end up winning. Anyway, I'm talking nonsense, which is basically why we're here anyway. So that's the thing that I did, and then lockdown happened. I started doing other stuff. So I've been running quizzes. There's a quiz next Thursday if you want to come along, and I've been running this. So that's basically it. That's enough nonsense for me. I'm going to introduce my guest, Emma, who's to help commentate on 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. I get counted technology. I'm so excited.
You get counted in, but I can't see you now.
Yeah, mine says audio only. Oh, there we go. I think it just takes a while. Now, hi, Stu. I'm here.
Hello. It doesn't take a while. It just requires me to work out which buttons to push, which is more difficult than waiting. But never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, I can't do anything from my end. Just
you, Emma. Are you excited?
I'm quite excited. I don't really know what's happening, but I'm always excited, as you know.
Excellent. That is good. So,
what is happening?
Right. So I'm pushing buttons, trying to get the right things to work, and the right things aren't quite working.
Okay.
But there we go. Yeah. So a couple of weeks ago, you helped me name all of the competitors. And you told me the other day that you've forgotten what all their names are.
You sent me the PPT, and I didn't recognise any of them. So sorry about that, guys.
There you go. Were you drunk when we did before? I know you've got beer now, but were you drunk then?
I thought I was drunk on tea.
Time has passed. So much has happened.
So much has happened. So much has happened. Yeah, I've moved from here to there and back again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heady time.
You must be tired.
I'm so tired.
You must be getting tired.
Yeah, definitely. It's a long walk to the couch.
Cool. Well, thank you for joining me for this. I'm going to explain what's going on. I know I sort of mentioned to you briefly, but I'm going to bring up the rules here.
Rules? The rules are there to control the fun.
Exactly. So this first event is the 100mm dash, which is obviously based on the 100 meters dash, which they have in the real Olympics. And what's going to happen is each competitor, and there's 16 or 17, I forget exactly, they're going to race separately.
Okay.
Because I can't hold 16 wind-up toys and let them all go at the same time.
What's wrong with you?
Also videoing it and working out who crossed the line first.
Yeah, I think
I need to grow a few extra arms, I think.
Well, you should get on that.
Yeah. So this is based on so when we do an Ultimate Showdown, if the result is tied, we have a wind-up toy race to determine the winner. So this is basically based on that. So if a competitor crosses the line, obviously they will score for the time that it took them to cross the line. If they're unable to cross the line, they'll score the distance that they travelled from the start line to the finish line, or towards the finish line.
Okay.
Make sense?
I think so.
If you don't understand it, I don't. Yeah, I'm sure it'll all become clear soon.
I remember I was confused about the last
if,
wind-up race I was involved in, and it all turned out fine.
That's good. That's good. So if a competitor, any part of a competitor crosses the front of the finish line, because the finish line is about a centimetre thick, that is deemed then crossing the line.
Okay.
The clock, there is a clock on all of these, but the clock works a bit weird, and only goes up to 0.29 of a second. So that's why lots of them will have low numbers. I haven't mastered the technology. As you may be able to tell, technology might not be my strong point.
I'm sensing a theme.
There we go. And all distances are yeah, I know, right? I should probably stop trying to do things with technology. And all distances are going to be measured in millimeters, because it's a 100mm dash.
Okay.
So there we go. Let's get rid of that. So I hope that all makes sense.
Absolutely. Wind up toy. Go.
Exactly, right? Exactly. And it's there's so much excitement in the arena right now. I mean, I'm the only person in the arena, but there we go.
That's the screaming cats. Hold on. Can you tell?
So what you can do is get a recap of all the competitors, all their sub stories, all that sort of stuff, and then you're going to see them race one by one. Halfway through, we'll do a leaderboard, so you know who's winning, and then we'll do the other half, and then there'll be the I'd say the medal ceremony, but I haven't made any medals. But there will be the ceremony where they're going to be stood on the podium, and there'll be a national anthem as well, which Emma has kindly agreed to perform for us.
Have I? Yeah, I have.
So here we go. Here's the first competitor. Do you remember this guy? He's called Squawk. Or was it Squawk? I think you thought he was pronounced
Squawk.
I
meant Squawk. Definitely Squawk.
Yeah. He's 5.6 centimeters tall.
Yep.
He weighs 12 grams. I mean, this is nothing in context, without the context of the other competitors. But as time goes by, you work out tall ones, heavy ones, that sort of thing. His favourite food is fish. His athletic. So I come up with horrendously bad puns for their athletic heroes, and you will have to tell me if you know any of them.
Okay.
So his athletic hero is Tony Squawk, who
Tony Stark.
the skateboarder.
Tony Stark.
Skateboarding.
Is that skateboarder? No, hold on. Who's Iron Man?
Tony Hawk, the skateboarder.
Oh, right. Isn't Tony Stark Iron Man?
That's Tony Stark. It's very similar.
Okay.
Yeah, very similar. Although he has sort of as you can tell, he's created a giant penguin that is a bit Iron Man-ish. But there we go. So yeah, after years of being made fun of for his diminutive size, Squawk created a mecha penguin to silence his detractors and finally reap the tools shelves.
Okay.
So Are you ready to see him perform?
Yeah, I can't wait because I felt a particular affinity with this guy because of my diminutive size too.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Off he goes.
Oh, come on, Squawk! Come on, Squawk! Oh, wait, woo! Okay, I'm really impressed. How long did that take?
9 seconds.
He's disappeared. Does it matter that he went off course?
Hold on. Technology. Does
it matter that he went off course? I think.
Oh gosh. Okay. At one point I will learn. If I haven't learned which buttons to push by the end, it doesn't matter that he went off course. No. As long as he crossed the plane of the line, which he did. He also fell off the table. But that was like a fitting celebration because obviously penguins dive off the ice into the sea.
Yeah. So, it's his victory leap.
Indeed.
Yeah, brilliant.
Indeed, there we go. So that was 9 seconds that he did that in.
Okay, I like that one.
Pretty impressive.
Had a bit of style.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So we now have competitor number 2. So Futo Karimo. So she's 6.0 centimeters tall. She weighs 16 grams, which is a little bit heavier.
Heavyweight.
Her favourite food is Cadbury's Flake. And her athletic hero is Ice Karima Williams, which is
Serena Williams.
He's back. Yes, yes. Now I'm reading these back, I've realised how horrendously bad they are. But there we go. So I'm assuming it's a she because she's got big eyelashes, but the person who helped name this competitor didn't specify. But Safuto is a toasted soy-flavoured anthropomorphic ice cream cup. She looks down on matcha, ginger, eel, or sweet potato flavours. I don't know. I think we discussed whether they were all actually real flavours.
Yeah.
But she changes her fruit toppings with every season. So
I like her.
She was the
one I remembered. She was the one I remembered. I couldn't remember her name, but I remembered there was some sort of cupcake thing. So I'm interested to see how she does.
That's good. Well, she races sideways, as you're about to see.
Okay.
So are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Good.
Wow. I mean, look at her go.
Okay, well, yeah, she did it. Yeah, oh my God, that was amazing. That was
we can do a replay. Amazing. Hold on.
Yeah, let's do a replay.
There you go.
It's gone.
If you blinked, you literally would have missed that.
Yeah, that was absolutely fantastic. I'm so impressed. Do we have a winner?
She did really well. So, so she's currently top of the leaderboard, Safuto.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. You know what? I thought that she was going to shuffle around, and I thought she was going to have trouble getting over the finishing line. But yeah, she just smashed it.
No, just like.
I'm impressed. An inspiration to ice cream all over.
I know, right? And it makes me want ice cream now as well. Ooh. So competitor 3 is Harvey the Harlequin. Do you remember Harvey?
I don't remember Harley. I'm sorry, Harley.
So Harvey is 3.
Harvey, sorry, I can't even get the name right. Okay.
So he is 3.6 centimeters tall, so obviously not as tall, lower center of gravity than the other competitors. 15 grams, so it's about average. His favorite food is aphids. I did some research. Ladybirds eat aphids. And his athletic hero is Lady Diego. I can't even work out how to say my horrendous pun. Lady Diego Maradona.
Okay, Diego Maradona.
Yeah.
Did I get it right?
Yes, that was the intention.
I only know this because my friend Alan spent a month posting me the same video of Maradona dancing every day.
And I didn't watch that one, so I have no idea what that video was. I did not watch it.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. There's about 200 different versions. Cool. Right, come on then. Let's go.
I'll watch it every day for 200 days. Okay, so this is Harvey.
Can't be the ice cream.
I have to say this is actually the second model that had to be used because I did break the first model. But hopefully that won't hinder him.
Come on, man.
Look at that.
Well, you know, it went straight. He passed the finish line. I'm a little underwhelmed.
No deviation.
No deviation. You know, he got the job done. But where's the flair? Where's the panache? Where's the style? Where's the wow factor?
There was no excessive energy expended. He literally just stopped at the line. He's like, I've done it now.
Done. I'm done.
There we go.
Yeah.
So he scored 1.06 seconds. So currently in second place. No.
You know, I'm surprised actually.
So, next competitor.
Come on then.
Yeah. Squat did do well, but you know, it was the penguiny flippy floppy, whereas Safuto was like just like zoom. That is the perfect penguin.
I practiced.
Right. So next competitor is one of a pair of brothers.
Oh yes.
This is Ringo George O'Malley. He is 6.6 centimeters, so he's a little higher than the average. 18 grams. His favorite food is grass. And because he's a cow, his athletic hero is Muhammad Ali. Which isn't even a pun. It's literally.
You've added
there we go.
It's nice and easy.
So along with his brother, he was sold into the circus at a young. So the brothers were sold into a circus at a young age and forced to perform skiing stunts wearing skimpy bras, They were liberated from circus in 1983, but continue to wear bras because it's all they've ever known. And I think they're quite fetching for them as well.
Yeah, I like the bras.
Ringo George. So you were disappointed with the flair from Harvey. Let's see if Ringo George has any more flair for you.
Come on, Ringo George. You can do it. Come on, give us some flair. Wow! Wow, absolutely amazing. Like a demented ferret up a drain pipe. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I think that deserves a replay.
Yeah, definitely.
Is that one of the commentators?
Yeah, I have my list of classic phrases from commentators. That was incredible.
So there you go. That was
so good.
Pretty impressive wind-up toy.
Really. Can his brother do any better?
Definitely. We'll find out. His brother's actually drawn later, so we're gonna have to wait a little while to find that out. But yeah, that was pretty impressive. Rating there. So next competitor is called Nicola. So she is 4.1 centimeters tall, weighs 12 grams, so quite light, quite small. Her favorite food is honey, and her athletic hero is Bjorn Borg, which again isn't even a pun.
Oh, okay. Is it Bjorn Borg?
Literally just said it.
I literally don't know who that is. I don't do sports.
He's a tennis player from the old times. Yeah, you're going to struggle with some of them when I get a bit more obscure.
When you've run out of things.
So Nicola, no, it was more working out what puns I could get in. I think I was having a bad day.
I'm impressed.
But there we go. So Nicola changes her accent at regular intervals. She's a champion against tanning salons. She sings beautifully, but no one knows how far she races until now. Are you ready? Look at her. She's so beautiful. She is. So off she goes.
Whoa! Another one. She copies the photo style, but she didn't quite get the speed.
No, and she went off a little to the side as well. Notice she turns before racing there.
Yeah.
Which is actually not the most efficient way to do it, but a good time nonetheless. And should be hopeful that she gets a place on the podium.
Yeah.
I'd imagine.
I feel confident for her.
So we're just sort of racing through. Yeah,
that's
we're
fine.
Just sort of racing through these now. But if you want to elaborate on any of the performances, okay. So this is Bertie. Bertie is 3.1 centimeters tall.
Okay. One of the smaller competitors.
His favorite food is petrol. Yeah, small. But the weight is all centered, so it might suit him well. His athletic hero is Carl Lewis.
Carl Lewis!
Because he's a car. Carl Lewis, there you go. Bertie is Herbie's younger brother. He might not be as fast, but he can go just as far. On a cold, dark road in Cornwall, he encountered the Beast of Bodmin Moor, and they are now best friends, which is the nice story. So there he is on the starting line. And off he goes. So, how did you find that? How do you rate his style there?
He's like a raging bull with a bad head. Yeah.
Excellent quote there. And we'll just watch that again because I'm very impressed by his just head over heels technique.
Yeah, I blinked and
just does a roly-poly basically. So yeah, I quite enjoyed his style there.
I really enjoyed his style. I'm wondering whether there should have been. I'm wondering if there should have been some sort of qualifying thing to get him into this race because I don't feel he was fully prepared.
No, well, maybe just seen how fast the photo went and just like, well, I'll just do head over heels. You know?
Fair enough.
Impressed. I mean, I'm very impressed by how a car can just make itself do that anyway. Every car that I've been in just generally stays like that.
Yeah, but, I would hope so.
It's obviously a stunt car.
Yeah, I liked it. Okay, who have we got? Tug.
We've got Tug. So Tug is 5.7 centimeters, so roughly average 12 grams in weight. His favourite food is cheese on toast, and his athletic hero is Frederick Humphreys. There's literally no pun there at all.
Okay, who is Frederick Humphreys?
Basically, Tug drives a tugboat. I'm about to explain. Tug drives a tugboat, and he was named Tug because his parents wanted a professional tug of war champion. He messed with the situation. Frederick Humphreys is a world record breaking or a really good tug of warist. I don't know how you can be. I don't know if you get medals at it or anything, but apparently he's very good at tug of war.
Is it a tug of warist or a tug of warer?
I don't know. If anyone knows, I'm sure they can come in and let us know.
As the English teacher, I'm going to go for tug of war.
I was just thinking I quite like tug of warrior.
Oh yeah.
But that doesn't really work. But there we go.
Googling.
I'm sure someone might tell us, or we'll find out. Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry, I'll have a paper.
So Tug is already at the starting line now.
Come on then, Tug. Come on. Well, straight into the point. Has he beat has he beat the ice cream? I think he's beat the ice cream.
I think
I'm quite sure
he has just.
Yeah, so Photo got 0.17. This guy's got 0.14. Yeah. I think he's just pipped her.
He may well have done. Do you want to replay of
Please,
that?
Yeah, I can't quite believe it. That was just perfect form.
I mean, he started a little bit off the starting line, which is quite complacent of him, really.
Yeah. But, I'm impressed. What happened to him after? Did he leap off the table?
To the what, sorry?
What happened to him after? Did he leap off the table?
What happened to
Tug?
No, he just kept going. I mean, there's probably another 2 feet of table afterwards. So, yeah, I'm sure he might have just done the lap of honour or something like that.
I feel he could be doing the lap of honour.
Yeah, we'll have a full recap of times there shortly. The next competitor is Glenn, who is quite a tall chap. He is 6.6 centimeters. He weighs 18 grams. His favorite food is bamboo, and his athletic hero is Bamboo Be More.
I don't know who that is, but I like the word booby.
Which is supposed to be bobbing for, but it didn't really work. Someone called Bryce has said hello, so hello, Bryce.
Hi, Bryce. Bobby Moore. Oh, okay, cool. Right, look at it. Was he a football player?
The footballer, yeah. He's the footballer who captained England when they won the World Cup.
Yes, I knew a thing. Cool.
So Glenn was born into wealth, grew up in Hampshire, but from an early age, he dreamed of making it big as a bull rider. He was laughed out of every rodeo from Kentucky to Utah for his diminutive stature. Heartbroken, and as a huge fan of Forrest Gump, he took up running to numb the pain. Now he's here to prove himself and to show those damn rodeo clowns who is boss.
Okay, cool.
So,
come on.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You've got a side-on stance there.
Ooh, okay, I'm interested. I'm interested to see what happens.
Let's see how well that does.
Uh-oh.
He not to have raced. So, yeah, so he didn't actually make it past the starting line. In fact, he when we measured it, he scored minus 28 millimeters, which it doesn't really live up to the hype, unfortunately. But there we go.
I feel a bit sad for him.
We've now got the leaderboard here as a recap. So, as you can see there, you're quite correct. Tug is leading the pack.
Cool.
Safuto just behind Nicola slightly afterwards.
Oh, lovely, Nicola. Okay, cool. Okay, she could place third.
So how are you finding the Olympics so far? Is it what you expected?
It's everything I expected and more. I can't help but wonder how it would go off with 20 of them all at once.
I think it'd be crazy, but if it gets to the point where we're allowed to have 20 people in the same room, I would be tempted to do something like that.
Yeah.
Give everyone one to hold.
Yeah,
see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm totally in. But yeah, I'm really impressed with the different styles. The roly-poly was not expected, certainly not from a car. I did expect a few sideways stances. And I did not expect such speed.
No, some of them are quite nippy, really, actually.
Yeah, really.
Obviously, two of them were just like straight off the blocks, bish bash bosh, no nonsense. And then some of them have tried to do it with a bit more style. Unfortunately, there's no actual style points here because this isn't an event which marks for that, like equestrianism or diving or anything like of that ilk.
Who's your favourite to win?
There we go. So it's all about speed. Well, I mean, Tug is currently winning, so the others aren't racing again. But obviously, there's others coming, so we'll see how they get on. So we have now got Terry the Turtle.
Okay.
So Terry is 2.6 centimeters tall, so he's quite small. He weighs in at 11 grams, so quite light. His favourite food is earthworms. Again, I did research there.
Good.
His athletic hero is Steve Redwave.
Steve Redwave, yes.
Steve.
Yeah. Hold on, is he a rower?
He is indeed. There you go.
I knew another thing. I knew two sports.
He raced and won lots of medals in the actual real life Olympics.
Yeah, cool.
There you go. Yeah, the viewers can't see it, but you had a very pleased face there.
Yeah, I was pretty pleased.
When you realised.
Yeah, I know
next up, we've got so we've got Terry. Terry has seen things, terrible things, apparently. But here he is, ready to race.
Come on, then. Come on, Terry. Oh no! Oh so, no!
I would say probably isn't his race, and I'll let you know now. 6 millimeters he scored.
Oh,
Terry. I'll let you know now. They are doing the next event will probably be the 200 millimeters freestyle swimming event, and I would imagine he'll probably do a bit better at that.
Yeah, he'll bring it back for that.
Because you can see him flapping around. Yeah, he's flapping around, so I think he does.
But yeah, just not his event at all. Okay.
No, but good place in for competing, but yeah, unfortunately not his event. So next up we've got Ringo George O'Malley, who is 6.6 centimeters and 20 grams like his brother. His favourite food is hamburgers, so which basically makes him a cannibal because he's a cow.
Wow.
And his athletic hero is Wayne Gretzky because he's a skier.
Wayne Gretzky, is he an ice hockey player?
He is an ice hockeyer. That's right. Well done.
I do so well.
Sorry, I just missed your celebration. There we go.
So exciting.
So here he is. Obviously, you'll remember his brother was quite flamboyant, and let's see if he is the same. Oh, there you go. He's flamboyant, but
not focused.
But went the wrong direction, and he measured in at 12 millimeters. So actually, quite poor performance, and that put him quite a way down the leaderboard.
Somewhat inebriated, some might say. Absolutely terrible.
Yeah, he may have had a few drinks beforehand, possibly.
Yeah. He seems like the type, to be honest. I felt it.
He does. Well, it's the après ski, isn't it? You know, it's all about the pubs and that off skiing. So next up we have Tenor. So Tenor is a cousin of Fiver from Watership Down. The rabbit's seen horrible sights. He needs to be in a psychiatric hospital, but they haven't yet invented one for rabbits. And so he's staying in his burrow, waiting for Watership Down to become a reality.
Okay.
He is 5.4 centimeters tall, weighs 13 grams. His favorite food is lettuce, and his athletic hero is David Bunnicum.
Right, David Beckham. David Beckham.
David Beckham.
Who is a footballer.
He is a footballer indeed.
And he's also a reader of a Harry Potter chapter on a recent podcast. Yeah, on a recent Spotify podcast called Harry Potter at Home. David Beckham reads some.
Ah, I've heard about that. I've heard, they've had cast members reading it and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
There we go. But mostly he's better known for being the husband of a Spice Girl. That is his biggest claim.
Yeah, married to that Spice Girl.
So here is Tenor, ready to compete.
Come on, Tenor. Oh, style, panache, but
big style points, but didn't actually go anywhere. I think it's worth watching that again because that was quite.
I think so. He's jumped so high, there'll be snow on him when he comes back down.
There probably will. But there we go. So not a great performance, but probably will do quite well in the high jump when we get to the high jump event.
Yeah, I think so. I liked his style. I felt sorry for him because of his big eyes, and he's got a bit of a sub story. But come on now, Tenor, sort it out. You knew the race.
He knew, like they knew it was happening. The the event's been planned for quite a while, so they had a lot of time to train.
They've had several weeks.
So this is Hurricane Harry. So Harry is 4.1 centimeters tall, weighs 13 grams. His favorite food is the environment. That is some excellent political satire. Not even political satire. I don't know, but his athletic hero is Ayrton Senna.
Ayrton
Senna. You've literally said their name.
Ayrton Senna.
Yeah.
I literally don't know who. I don't know who that is. Who's Ayrton Senna?
He is a motor racing driver who unfortunately actually died whilst racing. Quite tragic. There's a good documentary about him, which is worth watching. But on to lighter matters. Harry was the stunt plane they used for Jurassic Park 3. All of his scenes were cut, but he tried the best. How do you think he'll do? So planes, obviously.
I think he'll do quite well because I think he's got the right shape. Also, I hope he does well because I've been watching all the Jurassic Park movies the past week, so I'm a little obsessed. So I really hope that he does well in this race.
So yeah, planes are generally quite fast, so we will see how he does.
Come on then. Oh no! What the hell is that?
So he did move quite fast, but he moved the wrong way, which isn't very good, to be honest.
That's that was just a wasted race. What happened? What happened?
I don't really know why he turned up, but that was measured at minus 225 millimeters. So he actually travelled further, over twice as far as was necessary, but in entirely the wrong direction.
What happened?
His coach.
Do you think his film career went to his head?
Possibly, yeah. He's probably like, I'm bigger than this. You know, yeah. I'm better.
Yeah, it's just done. It's done. I did what I'm on. Okay.
We've now got Pierre Le Procrastinator, and I looked up after we named it what a procrastinator is, and it's someone who procrastinates whilst looking at like cat videos on YouTube or whatever.
That's me.
There we go. So Pierre is probably someone who also is better suited to swimming. So might do better next week. I say next week. I have no idea when we're doing a lot of these. He is 3.9 centimeters tall, weighs 10 grams, so very light actually. His favourite food is shrimp, and his athletic hero is Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky!
Did I use that one?
Yeah, we already had him. He's an ice hockey player.
It is well done. Congratulations. I was clearly running out of funds or time, or I don't know. So Pierre was cursed by an old sea witch at birth. He can only go round in circles and never gets to the point. Who can lift his terrible torment and allow him to swim wild and free with his pod mates? Well, I can't, but I can let him race. So we'll watch him race now.
Come on, Pierre.
Oh, there you go. As you can see, just flapping away. Definitely more suited to.
Yeah, I liked the sidestep. The sidestep at the beginning was great, but he just went the wrong way.
Yeah, I hope he didn't suffer from being out on land. But there you go.
Minus 35.
Sorry.
It was a beached porpoise. You know, he's never going to perform.
Yeah, almost. So next two competitors will be familiar to Showdown fans. They are Hob and Rob. So these are the two guys who have done every previous wind-up toy race when there's been a tie in a Showdown match. So they're both 5.7 centimeters. They weigh 22 grams each. Their favourite food is pedigree chum, which is also what they call each other. They're pedigree chums. Yeah, BFFs forever. Although the second F does mean forever already. So I'm talking nonsense. Their athletic hero is Novak Djokovic.
Novak Djokovic. Is that a name?
Djokovic is his name.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, he's a tenniser.
No, I haven't got a clue.
No, never mind.
You stumped me on that one. I did quite well on the rest.
Yeah, no, good doing okay. So they're a cheerful pair of non-identical twins given to finishing each other's sentences. They resented having to wear matching collars when they were puppies, but now they dress identically on purpose. And this is news for Showdown fans. They've recently got tattoos, mainly so that you can tell them apart. As you will see in a moment, they are such good friends that they insisted on racing together as well.
Aww.
So here they go, side by side. They're used to racing alongside each other. So obviously H for Hob and R for Rob.
Oh, and Rob's gone.
There you go. So despite them,
what's happened? Yeah. He's got stuck. He's got stuck on an obstacle. It's the obstacle part of the race.
He got stuck on my keyboard. So Rob measured at minus 35 millimeters and Hob at 0 millimeters. That's not minus 35. I've clearly got something wrong.
Poor Rob and Hob.
I'm sure it will sort itself out in.
I'm let down because I've been involved in races with these guys before, and that's just disappointing. I've seen them go the distance.
They've had a lot of experience.
Maybe it's time to hand it over to younger toys.
Well, I think in the future we will randomly allocate one of these wind-up toys to each competitor for any Showdown ties. I think that's perfect. Good. We now have Goff.
Well, I remember Goff.
So, Goff. Yeah, there you go. Goff is 6.4 centimeters, so again a tall lad. He weighs 14 grams. His favourite food is decaying matter because he's a slug. And his athletic hero is Michael Slugmacher.
Michael Schumacher. He's a racing car driver.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Top form there. Top form.
Woo! I'm so
happy. Goff has an older brother, Vincent, who used to like painting his face. One day, Goff had an allergic reaction to the paints and his nose fell off. Legend says on a quiet night, just around 11 p.m., you can still hear Goff screaming for his lost nose.
Oh, no! And even if you look at the shape of his mouth, he's going, no!
Yeah, I know. So
nice.
So you couldn't see from that picture, but he's a slug. He does have a tail behind him.
Oh, wow.
And he's scared. So if he's running scared from something, you'd expect him to be quite fast. So let's see how he goes.
Yes!
Well, that was impressive. like a slug out of a rocket.
I didn't even breathe,
No,
and he had crossed the finish line.
I think that deserves to be watched again.
Yes.
It
going like a runaway bullet. Amazing.
We literally didn't have much time to even start the timer there. He was that fun, like a whippet.
Has he beat whoever's at the top?
Safute. So let's watch it again to get the time. 0.15. 0.15.
So he's coming second.
I think he's second after Tug at the moment there.
Okay.
Oh, so I just watched it again, but you couldn't see. I thought it was up on screen. I apologise. But there we go. I think this might be our final competitor. His name is Gerald.
I'm expecting him to have some style.
Yeah, I'd imagine so, right? He's the tallest, and he used to be a trapeze artist. So yeah, again, you'd expect him to have a lot of style. He is tall, 6.8 centimeters, weighs 13 grams, so tall and light as well. His favourite food is upside down cake, as he's stuck upside down, and his athletic hero is Monkika Selish, which is a horrendously bad pun, but I couldn't get monkey into any other sports person's name.
Okay, is it Monica Selish?
Yeah, Monica Selish, who is
honestly, I've never heard of it. It's just a terrible pun. It could only be Monica.
She's a tennis player.
Another tennis player.
There we go.
Okay. Didn't realise tennis was.
I just googled to find names that I could vaguely fit, and I struggled. But there we go.
Oh, right, come on,
so
Joel.
Here he is on the starting line.
Everything to play for.
Oh, look at that! That's a nice
style.
Slow but stylish.
Yeah, slow but stylish. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Not quite his event, but I think somewhere in the Olympics he'll find his feet.
Right, so that's all of the competitors. So we can now show you the leaderboard. And there you go. It might be quite small for you, but I can let you know that first place was Tug, 0.14 of a second. Second place, Goff, literally a millisecond behind, 0.15. And then Safuto came in third at 0.17. All the way down to Hurricane Harry in 17th place, who went backwards over twice the distance required.
That was quite exciting to watch, though. It's certainly Hurricane Harry, because that was completely unexpected.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I mean, they've all shocked me, to be honest.
Really?
They've all shocked me. Some of them were really efficient. Some of them were flamboyant. Some of them were just useless, but they all gave us something to watch.
Yeah, definitely.
So are you ready now for the ceremony?
Yes.
Do you have your instrument ready to play the national anthem? Okay, whenever you're ready. Okay. Thank you very much for that tear performance.
That was so emotional.
You could tell Tug up on the podium was just wiping that away from inside of his boat. His parents would be proud. They wanted him to be a tug of warrior, but he is an expert funnist.
He made his own way.
So
I'm so pleased.
He did. That's good. That's good to know. So I've come up with a system of showdown Olympic points.
Okay.
So we've converted all the times and scores into points. These will carry over to the next event, and whoever has the most points after all of the events will become the ultimate showdown wind-up toy winner, Olympic winner thing.
Exciting.
So there you go. So like I said, there are other events I've got planned, and then there's some that Luke suggested, which I can't work out how to do. But 200 millimeters freestyle swimming seems good. I'll come up with
Jerry the Turtle would be good at that
with
one.
a solo sumo. Yeah.
Nice.
I'll come up with a solo sumo wrestling event, which I think should work well. And high jump. Some of the competitors are quite good at jumping. It might be quite a short event. Yeah, it might be.
I'll join in.
Some of them can't. But there we go. And whilst we were doing this, I just thought, in honour of tug, we could do a tug of war event. Tie a bit of string to 2 competitors and see them if they went away. So my niece has sent a message saying that the slug is actually a lava and from a cartoon, but I don't know anymore. I'll have to find out the details of that for next time.
Yeah. What about, have you got an obstacle, some sort of obstacle course race planned?
There probably could be. It needs to be one that they can sort of bash their way down, because they don't have much steering involved.
No, but I reckon some of the faster ones will be able to boom, boom.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Well, I'm happy for anyone to keep suggesting events. I will make a note of your obstacle course on my official bit of paper, which is literally just a notepad. But there we go. Thank you very much for taking part again, Emma. Do you have any final thoughts or wrap up or anything that you want to discuss?
Absolutely none. I have learned a lot about the Olympics, because I don't actually think I've ever watched it before. I have learned that I know the names of some sports people, and I've learned that there's some sort of point system, which I'm looking forward to finding out more about, because that is a mystery to me.
Okay.
And I did enjoy learning commentators' phrases too.
That's good. That's good to know. In the real Olympics, obviously, you get gold, silver, bronze medals, and then you add up and then by country. But because all these competitors are individuals, I've implemented this point system. But there we go. But yeah, thank you again for coming. Next week, I'm running a quiz. So obviously, I know you haven't done the quiz before. You're welcome to join if you like. It's a bit easier than the last one you've done. But,
I came 6th out of 9.
6, there you go.
Out of 9.
That's a good placing. But yeah, so that quiz I did a few weeks ago for viewers of the Ultimate Showdown, and Team Ron and Emily won. They had 2 other people on their team. They were called Nerd Immunity, so they're the ones to beat. Although they did actually tie with Ant and his girlfriend, but Team Nerd Immunity won the tiebreak question, so came out ultimate winners for the first ever Ultimate Showdown quiz. So yeah, the next one is next week. I'll remind you, see if you fancy that. But other than that, thank you very much for helping me host.
You're welcome.
It's always good to speak to you.
You too.
And see other people's faces. You don't do much these days. But yeah, thank you very much. That is the end of the first event of the Ultimate Showdown Wind Up Toy Olympics.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.